Why hello. So today I'm going to be doing my March TBR, and this month my theme is going to be Mad March. Basically, this theme came along. I had an entirely different theme planned, and then I was talking to my friend Missy, and she said she was going to be doing Mad March and going to read all Alice in Wonderland themed books. Now, while I did have a different theme planned for this month, I did think about doing the Alice in Wonderland thing. And I was like, oh, March Madness, something along those lines. And I finally decided that I really wanted to go with this theme instead of the one that I planned. But never fear, because I will be doing that other theme in May. Now, you guys may or may not know this about me, but I love Alice in Wonderland. I love the Disney movie. I love the Tim Burton movies. I love retellings of Alice. I love just that story of this girl going to a completely different world. And I love that trope so much. And I know that it began with Alice in Wonderland. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into all the books that I plan to read during Mad March. The first book that I'm planning to read is, of course, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. Now, embarrassingly, as much as I love this story and as many editions of the story that I have collected, I have never read the entire book before in my life. So I'm gonna need to do that this month. This is actually the 150th anniversary edition that my friend Missy gave to me for my birthday, and it has the original illustrations, and I just felt like this was the perfect one to read. The next book that I'm gonna be picking up in March is Alice by Christina Henry. This is a dark adult retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and I've actually already read it. I read it a couple years ago with Missy, and I loved it so much, but I want to reread it before continuing on with the sequel, which is Red Queen by Christina Henry. This is a book that Missy and I plan to buddy read together, and we have done so for years, so it is time for us to finally do that. I'm completely excited by every book on this TBR, but I'm really excited about this one because the first book in this series was so gory and bloody and fantastic, and it was everything I wanted. So I really just can't wait to continue on with this darker retelling of Alice in Wonderland. The next book that I plan to read for Mad March is Heartless by Marissa Meyer, and this is actually an origin story of the Red Queen's character, which I'm very interested in because if you guys are familiar with Tim Burton's second film, Through the Looking Glass, it did focus on the Red Queen's backstory quite a bit, and I'm sure it's gonna be totally different, but I'm still really excited to read it. And I've also never read Marissa Meyer before, so I'm excited to finally give her a try as well. Now, I have decided to cap my Mad March TBR at 4 books because I do have a lot going on in March, and I just want to be realistic and not do too much because I also have a couple of arcs that I'm gonna have to read. The first being The Iliad, a graphic novel adaptation by Gareth Hines. This was generously sent to me by Candlewick Press, and I love Greek mythology. My name is Penelope, like, you know, maybe you've connected those dots. And while I've never read The Iliad, I'm really looking forward to reading the graphic novel and eventually reading the original text as well. But this book comes out on March 12th, so I will be reading this one very soon in order to get a review up for you guys. The next book is another arc that I received unsolicited by Little Brown Company, and it is Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. I was asked if I wanted to review this book a few months ago, and literally all they had to tell me was that it is a queer, gender-bent King Arthur retelling, and I was like, yes, give it to me, I need it. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book. It actually comes out on March 26th, which is my birthday, and I'm just hoping that I'm gonna love it because it's like, I feel like I'm destined to love it. I mean, it comes out on my birthday, so I don't know, that's just, it's what I'm hoping for, so we'll see. In the comments below, I would love for you guys to let me know if you have read any of these books, and if you have, what you thought of them. I would also love to know if you have any Alice in Wonderland retellings that you have read and loved, or maybe not loved. I'm just interested either way because I have many retellings still that I didn't include on this TBR that I'm planning to read someday. So I'd be interested to discuss that more with you guys. I'd also love to know what you guys are planning to read in March because that's always good to know too. All right guys, that's all for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one.